Hey guys, how's it going? This is Chris. What I want to do with this little video lesson is take you through the dominant workout technique. So basically it's a dominant chord, so it's a few different versions of a dominant chord, and we tie them together with a dominant arpeggio. It's quite cool. The good thing with this is you can play it again chromatically as well, so it's always good to kind of get you out of just kind of playing around the inlays. It's good to do that with anything as well, but with this particular one, if you're familiar with your 7 chords, like your majors, your minors, your dominant 7s, etc., that's a good thing. If not, I'm going to take you through the chords just bit by bit, and then we're going to go through the arpeggio, and then we're going to link them up and I can show you. I've included the tabs in the picks page and also underneath the video as well, so you can kind of read and play along at the same time. So without further ado, what we'll do is we'll play the dominant 7 chord in G. So we're just going to start off in G and then we're going to chromatically work up. So a little information, the dominant chord is found on the 5th degree of the major scale. So on the scale degrees, you've got tonic, supertonic, median, subdominant, dominant. So tonic, supertonic, median, subdominant, dominant. So that's going to be found on the 5th degree. So that's a little bit of amplification there, I like it. It's really, I mean, it's used as a subchord. I mean, it's used in like a lot of rock and roll. You hear that kind of. That kind of stuff. So I mean, it's very kind of rock and roll. It's very kind of cool. The only difference with this and, say, for example, a major chord is literally just that dominant 7. So the formula for the chord that we're playing is roots, the major thirds, perfect 5th, and the dominant 7. So in a major scale, that 7th note, you knock it down 1 fret, or you knock it down 1 semitone, so literally 1 step down. So rather than going major, what we're going to be playing is dominant 7. It's also found as a mixolydian scale in the major degrees, but again we'll go through that kind of stuff as well. So the scale to play over that is a mixolydian, one of the many scales you can play over that. However, with that chord, if you're familiar with your bar chords, it's pretty much exactly the same as just a major bar chord. All you've got to do is lift your little finger up. So if we'll go through it, again we'll do this in G. So we've got our G bar chord, which is index finger, the whole 3rd fret of G, every string, and then you've got your little finger and your ring. So what you do is you put your ring finger on the D, on the string under that, then your little finger on the G, on the string under that. So E, A, D strings, you've got 3rd fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, and you're barring the rest. So that's a minor. And then your middle finger, you're going to put on the 4th fret on the G string. So it'll go 3rd fret, 5th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd, 3rd. Formula for that major chord is root, 3rd and 5th. Root, major 3rd, perfect 5th. To get a dominant 7, all we need to do is lift our little finger off. So that's it. That's a dominant 7 chord because we're playing the root, we're playing the 3rd note, we're playing the 5th, and then we're playing the dominant 7. So you've got that particular sound, that it really kind of stands out as well. So that's basically the dominant 7 chord. So that's going to be the dominant 7 bar chord that we're going to start off with. So the arpeggio again is root, perfect 3rd, major 3rd, perfect 5th, and dominant 7. So the way to play this particular arpeggio is there's a really nice arpeggio as well because it kind of just rolls off the fingers, like every other arpeggio, but this one kind of sits really nice. So I'll show you in a second. So we're going to do this in G. So we're going to play G, and then we're going to go for the B, which is the 2nd fret on the D string, on the A string. I beg your pardon. So G, B. So middle finger, index finger, then your little finger. We're going to play the D. So the 5th fret on the A string. So you've got that major triad, and then we're going to play with your index finger on the 3rd fret on the D string, D this time. So that's F. So we go. That's your dominant 7, and then we're going to go with your middle finger back to the tonic, back to G. So that's a dominant 7 arpeggio. That's the same. Move it up. And again. it's quite a nice arpeggio compared to the major. We're going to play that dominant 7. So from here, we're going to end up with our ring finger on the D string, the 5th fret. So from here, this is where it kind of rolls off. We'll go on the strings below that. So on the D, G, and B strings. So we'll go 5th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G with your middle finger, and then index, 3rd fret on the B. So it goes, so it just kind of rolls off from there. So, and then your little finger on the same string, on the B string, your little finger on the 6th fret. That's your dominant 7, and then your index finger on the high E string, on the last string, or the first string, G. So, all together it will go. That's the dominant 7 arpeggio. Back down, so we're going to descend, we'll go. So that's the only arpeggio, or dominant 7 arpeggio, that we're going to use to link these two chords up. So, firstly, we've got G dominant 7s, or G7 chord. Then arpeggio, so we'll play that, then we'll play arpeggio, and then what we'll do is we'll play the upper tonic. So from now, let me just play the whole thing, and then we can take it from there. So it goes. Two different chords there. We've got 3 different chords. So we've got the bar chord, we've got the upper tonic up here, and then we've got a different version when we descend and we follow off down here. So usually with 7 chords, 9s, 11s, 13s, etc. Obviously, because we've only got so many frets and so many fingers and so many hands and so many arms, we can only play so many notes in a particular chord. So there's certain subbed notes that we can get rid of, certain notes that we don't have to play in the chord. So again, in the 7th chord, what you can do is omit one of the few notes. I mean, it's either the tonic as well, but you can omit the 5th note. So basically, with this particular chord, it's still a 7, it's still a dominant 7, but we're just not playing the 5th note. So we've omitted the 5th, we're not playing the 5th. Anyway, so before we go into that bit, we're going to play our arpeggio, and then we're going to end up playing the tonic, or the upper tonic version of that dominant 7 chord. So it goes, we're ending with your index finger on the 3rd fret. So take your little finger and we'll stretch it up to the 7th fret. This is our main position of where we're going to start placing our fingers to play that particular chord. So, and again, it's really kind of good because it literally kind of sticks you into that particular chord. So from the tonic, from the 3rd, from the 1st, we're going to stretch to the major 3rd. So our little finger is on the 7th fret. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play this chord. It's a dominant 7 chord, it's a G dominant 7, but it's in the upper tonic, so it's just in the first 4 strings. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave our little finger on the 7th fret, and then we're going to put our middle finger on the 6th fret on the string under that, so on the B string. So you got that. And then we're going to put our ring finger on the 7th fret on the string under that, and then we're going to put our index finger on the 5th fret on the string under that. So there we have our G, then we have our 5th, so we have our 5th fret, we have our 7th fret, then we have our dominant 7 there, and then we have our major 3rd. So together we've got 5th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. So when you stretch from here, you kind of fall into that particular chord. Again, I've got the tabs underneath as well, so you're more than welcome just to kind of follow along. So from here, we're going to descend. We're going to play the same arpeggio, but we're just going to come back down. So, and then we're going to play the other version of that chord, which is 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. So we're omitting the 5th. So we're just playing a different version of the dominant 7 chord. there's loads of different versions, especially when you're playing guitars. We have to sub certain notes, and we have to play different types of versions of different chords that we can play over so many different passages and progressions, etc. So that's just one of them. That will always be a dominant 7 chord wherever you play it. That's like when you play the open C and you want to play a dominant 7. What we're doing is we're omitting the 5th. We're not playing the 5th note. Root, 3rd, 5. We're going to play the 7 instead. So, you know, you get kind of an idea. I mean, there's a whole sea of information like that, so we'll definitely go through them in another video. But in the meantime, we're going to finish off on that particular chord. So, if you want to get the tabs, we'll run through it, and we'll go through it bit by bit now. So, we're going to be in G, so we'll go something like this. Step, so we're going to walk up chromatically. It's a weaker. We're going to move up again. And so on. I mean, it's a nice little kind of chord arpeggio kind of linked together little workout. So that's a really good thing to go through. So again, it's literally dominant 7 chords. So the bar chord of the dominant 7, and then we'll play the dominant 7 arpeggio. We'll play the chord, the upper tonic version of that chord, descend, and then we'll play the different version of that chord up here. So again. Finishes on that, and again. And that's it. So that's a little dominant workout. Again, any questions, any comments or anything like that, you're more than welcome to get back to me, send me a message, or just drop a message on the video. So I hope this helps somewhat, and enjoy. Thank you for watching.